Good morning, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we have made some changes. You guys are going to love this in the box. So it's going to look like a mess, but it's all going to make sense as soon as I explain it. So here's the box. I broke it down this way, right? So I put the team out, and I was like, okay, if I'm going to keep these Pokemon, who would I need, or who would I do to replace it, right? So first I put like Tornadus and Whimsicott because Talonflame was meant to like do Tailwind to get that up. Okay, I've played with Tornadus a lot, and I can teach it Sunny Day, I could teach it Rain Dance, I could teach a lot of different things, but I've played with this Pokemon a ton. But I also don't get the advantage of fire types like Will-O-Wisp, non-priority tail like Taunt and stuff like that. So I thought about it. It's like, okay, I landed effectively on Whimsicott to be able to do the Sunny Day bonus as well as Tailwind. It also is the first Pokemon that I'm using that actually has Focus Sash. I've used Focus Sash a long time ago, but I figured I would try Whimsicott in this team to see what it would do if I were to make the changes. And out of these three, I think Whimsicott is going to be the best. It is set for timid, so it is going to be the fastest prankster, but the whole point is to have Tailwind, or at least that as an option in case if I need to do it. And if I need to like attack or activate Sunny Day, then I can, and then the rest of the team should make sense after that. The topic that I had for Grimmsnarl was, okay, he's a screener, but he has Prankster. What else could he bring to the table? He's Dark type and Fairy type. Totally cool with that. But if I were to replace him, because he is supporter, right? Talonflame's a supporter, he is a supporter, and Farigiraf is also supposed to be like the supporting role. I had three supporters, one main attacker, which was supposed to be Raging Bolt, who wasn't built to be an attacker. He was supposed to be like, oh, I'm a tanky boy, I just take damage. And same thing with Golden Go. I had maybe one person that actually physically did damage. I said, no. We're gonna think about a different way. So Grimmsnarl was supposed to be the supporter. But then I thought about it, like, okay, what am I going to do to replace him? Grimmsnarl is a physical attacker. Totally okay with that. As a matter of fact, I think everyone went to special except for Whimsicott or Ogerpon, which that's really, really funny. But I had options, right? So I had Garchomp, who directly resists against Raging Bolt except for Draco Meteor, but Raging Bolt doesn't have a lot of physical defense, so that's where Garchomp could come in. However, my Garchomp, even though it has Stomping Tantrum, is set to Jolly and is meant to Swords Dance. So I need to be able to create a way for Garchomp to have the ability of getting off Swords Dance. And I don't really have anyone besides Ogerpon to take away the attack. So it made me think, okay, well, if I was going to use that as an option for like Garchomp, who else could take the attention away? And then I thought of, oh, well, Amoonguss can, Mousehold can. Both of those Pokemon can do really, really well at like directing attention. And if it was like a priority, then like Farigiraf can turn it off and create me a window so that I can buff. If I wanted to replace Raging Bolt, I needed to create a Pokemon that's comparable to this, which is why I landed on Fluttermane and taken out Grimmsnarl for that. And if I wanted to like keep the electric typing, obviously I have Rotom. He's not the best, but he's gonna do quite awesome here if I didn't decide to use Raging Bolt. Now Raging Bolt's EVs have changed, and they are currently sitting, and I apologize for this not having up in advance. So my Raging Bolt has 252 in HP, 68 in defense, 84 in special attack, 4 in special defense, and 100 in speed. And his nature is set to modest. We have that set as he outspeeds other Raging Bolts of like using this particular set type. He's got the max amount of HP that he could possibly have, and he also can hit like a truck with the Assault Vest. So with the Photosynthesis activating, he'll get a 1.3 times boost to his special attack, which should be enough to where he can start doing some major damage. while tanking attacks with like Snarl, Thunderbolt, and Dragon Pulse. I do not use Draco Meteor only because of the fact that if it's a long game, I want to focus on Snarl and like Thunderclap, but I also want to have like 2 stab moves that I can use without having to worry about being interrupted as much, which is why I have Thunderbolt and Dragon Pulse. For Farigiraf, mainly based as a supporter with Armor Tail, with Helping Hand, Protect, Nasty Plot, and Psychic. If I wanted to continue with the negate of priority moves, there's Serena. There's other Pokemon that I can use for like Quick Guard, but I do not have them trained yet that has that ability. So no one else is going to stop me here. So I thought about other supporters. I could go back to doing Landorus Therian that I had built up before. Currently set to be Adamant, so his speed isn't as quite as fast as other Landorus's out there with the Choice Scarf, but with Tailwind, I didn't think it was going to be like that big of a problem, but it is something that I have to keep an eye out for because this is not the direct set that you would usually use for Landorus. And I also thought about bringing in Torkoal because I have a lack coverage of fire, so if there's a Pokemon that is weak against fire, I don't have one. So there's that. So steel type Pokemon, Ogerpon that's like either grass or anyone that just Terra grass, like I don't really have an answer for, unfortunately, but I'm hoping that I have some sort of way of dealing with them with this particular matchup. Because Talonflame wasn't like, he could do it, but he wasn't really doing it. Does that make sense? I mean, he also does have like Brave Bird that took care of grass types, but again, I just had a really hard time. So I figured since Torkoal is kind of like, oh, I can do damage. I have Protect, I have Helping Hand with the Charcoal. It doesn't stop priority, but it is an option for this particular slot. Now I have Gastrodon here with the Golden Go slot just because like Golden Go is like kind of like a wall. We do have Nasty Plot on him finally. And I figured like these two could probably wall a couple of people and not really care. So that's what I have him here. Also negates other water attacks. So you know, Ogerpon's not going to worry about it. He can also go against Fire Ogerpons if he needed to. Earth Power and Chilling Water. Chilling Water, like literally taking down a whole, you know, attack stat if he needs to. And then obviously with Leftovers and Storm Drain. So the Urshifu was out there. It could be like, oh, well, now I can't do that with that in there. And then obviously with the redirection and physical attack that I have for Ogerpon, which kind of seems like I'm shooting myself in the foot here. I think instead of having Fluttermane, I'm gonna go Roaring Moon, just so I have more physical attackers. I have two physical attackers now instead of the 3, but I also have another person to do Tailwind. And if I'm doing that, I might be able to bring back in Talonflame. Like, yeah, his Gale Wings is pretty interesting, but then I can do Will-O-Wisp, which could burn, and then Roaring Moon can do Knockoff. That could be his main focus. And then having Tailwind if he needs to. But I don't have Trick Room. Trick Room might be beneficial here. But I'm gonna try with this set, and we're gonna go with this for now. I don't recall what I have for Roaring Moon. I think it's simple. Might be 252 in attack and speed. Yep, and I might have 4 in HP. I'm not sure. I'll check that at the end. Yeah, this is what this page looks like. It looks like a complete mess, but if you think of it like, okay, if this is my team here who I'm going to use, and then kind of think of like options like, okay, between these 3 right here, who would I use? Yeah, it kind of makes sense that way. Yeah, I took up way too much of you guys' time. I do apologize. This intro is really, really long. Let's get into it and see what happens, shall we? Okay, so we got Salamence. I don't know that thing's name anymore. I want to say Toxicroak, but I don't think that's it. It might be. Milotic, Bronzong, Cinderace, and Skarmory. Okay. All right. That's pretty dope. It would be really, really great if I had someone that had ground attacks now, because whatever that second Pokemon is would be weak against it. I think that's electric poison. So I do have to be very careful of what I use here. You know what? You think we could start out extremely strong? Let's go Roaring Moon, Ogerpon. I don't have fire. Like I said, like I wish. Golden Go and Raging Bolt. We'll leave Farigiraf and Whimsicott alone. Now it could be like a Trick Room sweep. Cinderace is something that we will have to worry about. I think he has not Libido, but Libero. I think it changes his typing. But again, court change. Something I didn't know that he had, and then used it once. Skarmory and Salamence. Roaring Moon and Ogerpon. So Intimidate's gonna come off. Ooh. Photosynthesis. No Intimidate. Okay. All right. I'm gonna knock off. Well, I was gonna knock off Salamence. I'm not now. Spiky Shield. I don't really have anything to really worry about for Skarmory. That could be a bad choice though. Oh, Tailwind. Yeah, that was a terrible choice. Terrible choice. Get Tailwind activated on my side. And let's follow me. Thinking that Salamence is going to attack into Dual Wing Beat. Oh, that's going to hurt. Oh, Ogerpon avoided it. Let's go. Tailwind. And Body Press. I'm okay with that. Let's do that. And I'm gonna Ivy Cudgel the Skarmory. We're gonna Terra so that we don't get hit with anything Salamence could possibly do, and then we don't want to get hit with Skarmory's like Body Press. Knock off. What do you have? Rocky Helmet. Well, it's gone now. Dual Wing Beat. Yeah, Ogerpon's gonna go down. Surprising, Salamence is faster than Ogerpon. Oh, that's his ability, Moxie. Gotcha. Oh, it's Life Orb. Life Orb, huh? Okay. Raging Bolt. I'm gonna go ahead and protect here. Well, should I? Let's do that. Thunderclap into Skarmory, knocks it out. Good boy. And Acrobatics. Right into that slot. Knocks out the Salamence. Let's go. Whew. And their Tailwind's gone. I have one more turn. Unrivaled. Toxicroak and Cinderace. Protect on the Roaring Moon, because we're gonna have court change here probably. Snarl. Lower down their special attack. I think Toxicroak is Super Fang. Ooh, normal type. Only changes it once. Overdrive does not affect that guy. Oh, what does it do? Okay. I mean, Talon's gone. I think I'm still the fastest. Acrobatics there. And Snarl there. Oh, Sucker Punch. Yep, you don't get changed twice, only the one time. Oop. Down goes Cinderace. And Snarl. I was like, did it miss? Lower down his special attack. Overdrive goes again. Ooh, super effective on Roaring Moon. Not very effective on Raging Bolt though. Let's go ahead and do that. And Dragon Pulse. Knock off. Oh, that hurts a lot. Oh, Salt Vest. Okay. That hurt a lot. So was he a special attacker or something? Also, I won. That's dope. Let's go. Only lost Ogerpon. Ogerpon the goat. The goat. Keeping me alive during that entire encounter. I'm going to reintroduce myself to that Pokemon because I don't remember what it's... Oh, Toxtricity. Okay. And it is a special attacker. Well, at least I remember that much. That's also electric poison, so that's dope. Knows Punk Rock Plus and Technician. What is Overcharge? I'm sorry, not Overcharge, Overdrive. It's a 80. Using a Pokemon using attacks that swing in a guitar or bass guitar, causing huge echo and strong vibration. It's an AoE. That's cool, but it's 80 base power. Special attack. Nothing after that. Honestly, they should have just went with Boom Burst, to be honest. Yeah, Toxtricity knows Boom Burst. That's dope. But yeah, that's where I would have went. Let's move on. Okay, we got Rillaboom, Hitmontop. Okay, Cranidos. I think that's what that's called. Comfey, Hydrapple, and Annihilate. So I do have to be careful with Hydrapple. He's going to lower my evasion, I think, when he comes out on the field. His attacks are pretty interesting as well. So we will have to make sure that we don't walk into like a Farigiraf. Or like if they have Comfey, I'm definitely going to open up with Farigiraf. I need that to happen. So I'm going to bring in Whimsicott and Ogerpon. We'll bring in Roaring Moon after that. Oh, and they don't have anyone that's going to be able to outspeed me, so I don't think that's going to really matter too much. Third and fourth. Here we go. Ogerpon, Roaring Moon, Raging Bolt, and Golden Goat. That's who we'll bring. It feels nice to actually have two people that can physically attack and do a ton of damage instead of just a one. Comfey and Hitmontop. So I need to change that immediately. Intimidate goes off, which is kind of bad. But booster energy now activates, and now my speed should get a boost. Ogerpon switch out for Farigiraf immediately. And I'm going to go ahead and just go Acrobatics right into the Hitmontop because it won't be able to do anything to me. And because my speed was heightened, I'm one of the fastest people in the game. Faster than these folks. And Hitmontop cannot Fake Out because Farigiraf's now out, and Comfey cannot use its triage abilities either. So Draining Kiss won't work. Fake Out does not work because of Armor Tail. Acrobatics. Right into that slot. Survives with just barely any... Oh. Oh, the eject button. I was like, oh, Sash? Nope. Button. It's from the button. Cranidos. Activates Trick Room. Okay. Put a Nasty Plot and swap to Raging Bolt. I'm gonna lose my bonus in speed, but since we're in Trick Room, I can't do anything about it right now. Hi. Up in hand on the Cranidos. Rock Slide. Ouch. That's a lot of damage. That's a physical type too. What's his speed? Let's protect. And I'm gonna thunderclap. No. Snarl. So I don't know what his is. He's got dragon. Okay. Granados is rock. It's 58. That's his base speed. I don't remember what Frigorap's is. If it's higher than 58, he's gonna outspeed me for sure. Slide. Frigorap is 2 above. So he is gonna outspeed me here for a minute. Roaring Raging Bolt goes down. None of that. Oh, well, he is dragon, so that would make sense. That would make sense. How long do I have for Trick Room? 2 more turns? Okay. Spike shield. Spike shield after the helping hands. Rock slide. Oh, it hits the Frigorap. I'm gonna lose this game. It's kind of hard to win when he's spamming rock slides and it's strong. Roaring Moon. Protect, and I'm gonna go straight for that Comfy. That's what I should have been doing instead of going after him, but it's like I don't really have an answer. I wasn't expecting the Comfy to come in with Trick Room. It's not bad. It's a really good counter. Comfy switches out. Okay. Brings out Hydrapple. Yep, there's the evasion drop. Now Hydrapple's a grass dragon. Rock Slide's gonna miss. Roaring Moon, but it's gonna hit the Ogerpon, but it shouldn't do that much, and it doesn't. Cudgel. That's not very effective. I was even a crit. Ooh, leftovers. Let's go. Dimensions now return to normal. What should I do here? Yeah, I'm gonna go both in that slot. I have to. Withdrew Hydrapple. Probably to bring out the Comfy. Nope, Hitmon top. Intimidate to drop the attack stat on my Pokemon again. This is probably why Ogerpon isn't like doing a whole lot of damage. I forgot that they had -1. I'm totally playing in their hands, by the way. Like, this is not great. Not great. Um. Protect. Oh, -1, not -2. I'm gonna go straight into Hitmontop. Fake Out's probably gonna come out. Probably hit the Ogerpon. Nope, it was right to the Roaring Moon. I mean, not a bad call. I was hoping for the switch in so I can hit the Comfey, but I'll take it. Rock Slide. So Golden Go would have been perfect here. I'm not sure why I didn't bring him in. Alright, let's attack into Comfey. Acrobatics. That slot. It's quite a bit of damage. Nah, I mean, you want it. Oh, that was... Oh, yeah, crit. Like, I don't think they usually get the KO that way. But I'm not calced for Granados at all. So, definitely not a Pokemon that I was looking for. Oh, not Granados. That's his first form. It's Rampardos. My bad, guys. My bad. He has... Oh, Sheer Force. Oh... Okay, I didn't notice that. And Pardos with the Sheer Force, guys. Probably have the Life Orb on top of it and didn't show me because Sheer Force ignores that. Interesting. Anyways, let's move on. Okay, we got Incineroar, Weird Ear, Ogerpon, Sinistra. Oh no, Regigigas. I didn't think he's legal. And Empoleon. That's dope. Okay. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure why Regigigas is in there. I mean, he could be legal. Might be. I'm not 100% sure. We do have Ogerpon to deal with. Sinistra, Weird Ear, which just has Trick Room. I think if I get Tailwind off, I don't have to worry about being outsped. But I'll bring in Raging Bolt and Farigiraf. I'm bringing these Pokemon in so I actually have some sort of way of dealing with Pokemon on that side of the table. Weird Ear is something that I don't have calcs for. I know a couple of members in my Discord use Weird Ear, so shout out to you guys. You'll have to let me know how my performance is today of dealing with them. So, Incineroar and Weird Ear versus Whimsicott and Raging Bolt. Intimidate goes off on both, so that's a -2 automatically. That's rough. That's rough. Who's Fake Out going towards? There you go. Withdrew Incineroar, so no Fake Out. That's what I was really stressing out about. Right, to bring out Ogerpon. Terra. And I'm going to use the Whimsicott because I was afraid. But now I'm not. At least I think. Taunt goes into Weird Ear. No shenanigans for you. Oh, Mental Herb. Okay, never mind. Shenanigans for you. Snarl. Are you gonna activate Trick Room? Defiant. Oof. That's rough. Oh, skill swap. Okay. Okay. Activate Sunny Day. And let's swap out to Golden Go. And I'm gonna go ahead and Dragon Pulse. No. Sunny Day. And Thunderbolt. Oh, weird here. Why not? Terra. Probably goes to the Ogre Pond. Yep, there it is. It's a +3, I think. It's really, really bad. Grrr. Speed boost. Just buy one. Oh. Good job. Protect. Play rough. Owie. They know play rough now? Okay. This and that. Withdrew Weird Ear, so now I get access to Prankster again once I swap. Out comes Incineroar. Oh. Yep. Oh. We lost this one, guys. Oh, because I don't know what to do. I can't swap. I can't do nothing. That's not great. Now why not? We'll just double into Ogre Pond. It's not like I can do anything. He's +3. Giga Drain. Thank you. Knock off. Ow. And yeah, sure. I mean, we're out of here. Like, I'm not gonna. Nope. It's 1v4. There's no way. Absolutely none. I can't do anything to this team. Not with a Terra Ghost Whimsicott. I am not sure where it fell, but I could not stop the snowball when it was going. I tried and there was no way. Obviously, I Terra'd the wrong target. And I can't see when I made the mistakes. It's like I was doomed from the beginning. That's rough. That's rough to say because I don't know how would I deal with that matchup? Seriously. How would I have been able to deal with that? Anyways, let me know down in the comments down below what you guys think I should have done. I'm going to ponder it some more. I'm still lost. So to me, there was no way to getting back after like maybe the second turn, especially after a Snarl came out and they swapped into, you know, Ogre Pond and I completely forgot about Defiant. So that was fun. That was fun. Yeah, we got Urshifu, Raichu, Volcarona, Gyarados, Amoonguss, and Metagross. Okay. I have a lot of questions, and I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get answers to them. Well, obviously, I do have ways of getting around the team. Raichu has Fake Out. So I think coming in with Roaring Moon and Burgeraff. No. Yes. Ogerpon and Raging Bolt. No one else on the team can do Tailwind, but I do see quite a bit of priority. So maybe if I go in with, with the priority negator, I won't have to worry about it. I just don't want to walk in with both my physical attackers again and getting hit with double Intimidate. There's only one, it's Gyarados, and his other ability is Moxie, kind of like what we saw before with the Salamence. But obviously you want Intimidate because Intimidate does so much damage. But the thing is that they Intimidate and it sets me up for speed, so I don't have to worry about that. All right, Volcarona and Mungus versus Burgeraff and Raging, or not Raging, but Roaring Moon. Okay, so now I'm a little bit more set up here. It's Helping Hand, the Roaring Moon, Acrobatics. Yeah, we're just gonna go straight into Volcarona. I'm thinking that they're either gonna swap out the Amoonguss or protect, so I'm gonna go right for the Volcarona and hopefully get them on the switch. Let's see what happens. So no switch-ins, Terras. So they also Terra. So it's gotta be a slower Pokemon, possibly a Amoonguss. Nope, it's a Volcarona. Make it Fairy. Might live, but I am helping handing. No Rage Powder. Acrobatics. Right into that slot. Does take down the Volcarona one shot. Out comes the Spore though. Oh, and you go into the Farigiraf. Oh, interesting. Were you thinking I was using Trick Room or something? Okay, Roaring... No, it's Urshifu. Let's go for the Amoonguss. He's probably not going to protect here. Bring back the Farigiraf. He's on turn 0 for sleep. Well, he might have one. No, yeah, he's turn 0 because I had Helping Hand before. No protect. Go straight into the Amoonguss. Knock him out. We'll get hurt a little bit by the Rocky Helmet. Might set us up for the crit or the Wicked Blow. Bop. Oh, we live with just 10 HP. Let's go. Let's go. Brings out the Metagross. And we'll hit the Urshifu with Acrobatics. Because the Follow Me is going to come up and Bullet Punch is going to be dragged over there as well as Sucker Punch. Detect instead. Let's go. Follow Me over there just so that the Bullet Punch doesn't hit the Roaring Moon. It will hit the Ogerpon. Bop. A little bit of damage. What are you going to do? You already detected, so Urshifu's kind of in like a terrible spot. But Sucker Punch and Bullet Punch are still a thing. We're going to Follow Me again. And I'm going to knock off. It's in the back. Oh, I'm going to go Acrobatics. Follow Me again. All of your attacks will go over there, please. Acrobatics. This airship is probably sashed. It is. Knew it. Wicked blow. Right over to the Ogre Pond. Still lives. And Psychic Fangs. We'll end it. We'll end it there. Let's bring out Fergraph. Protect and acrobatics. Probably gonna protect or detect again though. No detect. He probably just assumes like, okay, well I can't do anything to protect it, so I'm just gonna prioritize or just let him go down because this not can't do anything else. Knock off. Over to the Fergraph. Interesting. Knocked off my Citrus Berry. Protect again. And I'll just go ahead and knock off whatever Metagross is holding. Oh, Fergraph slipped again. No bullet punches though. Knock off. Ooh, dropped down just 10 HP. Salt Vest. Knock off again. Fergraph lives with 1 HP. Are you kidding me? You are a mad lad. Pure mad lad. Oh look, it woke up. That's good. Here, have one of these. Here, have a helping hand. Bullet punch. Oh, doesn't work. Nice try though. Knock off. Armor Tail says no. Thank you. That was a really good match. Incredible match. Lots of priority, lots of Pokemon that just put immediate pressure on you. Honestly, I thought it was going to be a little bit different because there was Pokemon I didn't have answers for. But when they opened up with Amoonguss Volcarona, I wasn't even sure that I was going to like honestly knock it out, but I did have Helping Hand, so that's probably what set it over to do the one hits. But I thought the Amoonguss was gonna like do anything else, right? It could, I mean, it couldn't spore. I mean, it did, but maybe save the Volcarona, maybe take the life from itself, because I don't know what the Volcarona was gonna do. But I don't know. Like that was an incredibly hard choice. Like, who do you throw under the bus? I don't know, not me. I didn't have to make that choice. But if I had to be from like, yeah, I don't know who. Probably the Terra should have went over to Amoonguss and then Rage Powdered. Maybe he would have lived. It's not like I didn't take a lot of damage from the Rocky Helmet. Interesting. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, we've got Entity, King Gambit, Cornerstone Ogerpon, Hatterini, Gallade, and Torkoal. This is a Trick Room Expanding Force team if I've ever seen one. But I do have Pokemon here that can ignore it, so I should be okay for the most part. It doesn't always mean that it's going to work, but I can ignore it. No one has Fake Out or Priority. I mean, you wouldn't because Entity is going to shut it off. I've made that mistake. I still make that mistake, honestly. Just look at me doing Helping Hand with Golden Go and be like, oh yeah. I think we need to put a lot of pressure immediately. And to do that, we will go Roaring Moon and Golden Go, Raging Bolt, and Ogerpon. I'm assuming Torkoal is going to be in there somewhere. And I'm also assuming that Hatterini is going to be in there somewhere. So I have to be very careful of where I place my moves and where I use them from. Okay. Can't read those. Entity, Hatterini. Psychic Surge. Attack was heightened. I am ×4 to Fairy. Let's go ahead and do knockoff. And I'm going to do that on the entity. And I'm going to make it rain. Oh. What a nasty plot. Yeah, I'm going to nasty plot. I want to get myself kind of set up. Because Trick Room could be coming out here, and if it's like coming out of the entity slot, it's going to hurt. But I don't want to go super heavy into like doing Tailwind or not putting a lot of pressure into Hatterini. They're going to Terra. Probably the Hatterini slot. It is. And fire. So it's going to ignore if I would have done... it would have ignored it if I would have done something. Follow me goes over... Yep, it's Trick Room. They're activating it. Knock off. Get rid of entity. Rocky Helmet. No, that's still a lot of damage. But I'm nasty plotting on the Golden Go. +2. Activate Trick Room. Who's your next? King Gambit. Okay. Protect on the Roaring Moon, and we're going to Shadow Ball the Hatterini. Expanding Force doesn't do anything to Roaring Moon. It's going to do very little to Golden Go. Oh, that's Life Orb. And Tau Cleave. Oh yeah, it's super effective. Duh. That was my fault. Now comes Ogrepon. 3 and 3. Ugh. How do I get out of this mess? I could have ignored Expanding Force, but it's also got Dazzling Gleam or Moonblast. I don't want to be 4 times weak against it. Let's try it. Expanding Force. Oh, it's a crit on Ogre. Oh, come on. Okay, so that's a double knockout. Honestly, don't think it matters now, but let's hit the Hatterini. I am 1 point higher than other Raging Bolts. They're gonna outspeed me. The only damage I've done to Hatterini is literally itself. Yep, there's Dazzling. Now Cleave. Nope, didn't get it. So there's something I need to consider. I need an answer for Trick Room again. A lot of people are switching over to Trick Room for some reason. I know speed control is like one of the best things that you want to do, but even it's kind of hard to bring in like other dedicated things because they have Trick Room. You can't bring in Electro Web, you can't bring in Icy Wind, you can't, like I could bring in Tailwind, but it's not going to do anything if they reverse it. It's going to be it's a harder like uphill battle already. So out of all of my Pokemon, what is slower? That's an interesting take. Like, think of it this way, right? If we have to plan around Trick Room now, then as the Tailwind player, I should not level up any of my Pokemon's speed because I will outspeed everyone regardless. Now that doesn't make any sense. I have to have at least speeds to beat Scarf users. In which, if I was going to use like Landorus T, his speed stops at 150, I think that's what mine stops at. Let me double check that. Let me double check that real quick. So mine's Adamant, hits 137. That's not right. That's not right. So bop, bop, and mine is Jolly, 157. So 157 times 2 should be 100 or 314. But with Scarf, what is... I'll have to calc that one. And I have to take off the decibel. 157 times 1.5. It is 235. So that's about as fast as I need. As long as I pass over 235, I'll be fine. Regieleki is sitting at 252. Yeah, that's not happening. With Scarf, that's 252 times 1.5, 378. So divide that by 2. I have to at least be 189 speed to be able to beat Pokemon that do not have Tailwind. So if I see a Tailwind team, obviously I have to use Tailwind to keep up with the speed, but I don't have a reversal for Trick Room. Might be time that I teach Farigiraf Trick Room, but even then, is it a benefit to my team or not? Because here's what I'm thinking as my mind delves deeper into this madness. Very few Pokemon on my team right now don't heavily invest into speed. Roaring Moon does, Raging Bolt doesn't, Farigiraf doesn't, Goldengo does, and Ogerpon doesn't. It does have the Jolly nature, but can easily change with the Adamant, it becomes 130. It still doesn't mean that I'm... That's a little annoying. That's annoying. Oh, actually, you know what? I might have an answer. So something I learned while perusing the internet, Ogerpon learns Taunt. Let me get to the end here. Here's my train of thought, right? So Ogerpon gets access to Taunt. Go here, go all the way down, and there it is, Taunt. Now you might be thinking, well, how it's supposed to taunt against Pokemon like Hatterene, right? Magic Bounce says you can't taunt me, it goes somewhere else. And you're not wrong in that. However, thing I found out is that when you have Fire Ogerpon with Mold Breaker, it ignores the ability, meaning that you can Grassy Glide into Farigiraf because Armor Tail says no. Mold Breaker says yes, I can. And that should apply to Taunt into Hatterene's Magic Bounce. There's my train of thought. If we change Ogerpon from water to fire, have Mold Breaker, we could effectively taunt into any Pokemon regardless if it's a Prankster, Dark type, or even abilities that prevent it from being affected by other things. I think that would even stop Goldengo because Mold Breaker says so. Now, does Ogerpon learn other moves? Low kick, low sweep, sunny day. It learns all the weathers except for I I think Snow is the only one that doesn't. Learns Encore, Helping Hand, learns Knockoff. So it doesn't learn anything that's gonna like heavily inflict a lot of damage. How does Fling work? I can't throw the mask. So does this do perpetual high levels amounts of damage? Has anyone tested that? I don't know. I think it'd be kind of funny if it did though. Be really, really funny. So Sword Stance, Wood Hammer. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, guys. I don't have Sword Stance though. That needs to change on this Pokemon for sure, because that would be like a really cool set to use. But anyways, there's my theory. Let me know down in the comments down below, or come join me on the Discord as I will pop this up for them, and we will start asking that question and see if we get some feasible answers. For now, that's gonna be the end of the video. Let's go ahead and get to the outro. And that, ladies and gentlemen, and Poke fans alike, is going to be the end of today's video. As you clearly see, we are a quarter of the way into rank 9. We are 13 wins and 17 losses and 30 battles total. Even with the adjustments with the Roaring Moon, it seems that we are still missing something. That certain something has been eluding us for a while, but I think the biggest cow in the room, moose, hippo, the elephant, yeah, that thing, the big old thing that never forgets, is Trick Room. We will need to come up with some sort of way to deal with that, and hopefully hit Ultra Ball by the end of the week. That's what I'm hoping for, because then hitting Master Ball with a Trick Room team of ourselves would be pretty dope. But for now, we're gonna have to think it over and see what we can come up with tomorrow as we decide to turn the pot just a little bit more to see what can come out. For now though, if you guys don't mind, go ahead and leave a like on the video if you like it. Dislike it if you didn't. Leave a comment down below. There's a couple of questions I would love to have answered, so please feel free to drop them down in the boxes down below. As I do answer any and all comments you guys leave behind, and I will obviously take this outside of the platform. You can follow me on social media in the description, as well as the Discord that I mentioned before. If you're a returning viewer or just someone that stumbles over my channel, hey, can, take a little bit, watch a little bit more, or if you're always coming back to watch more, hit the subscribe button. It helps me out tremendously, and it lets me know that you guys like what you see. It also helps out the channel. We're trying to hit 450 subs by the end of the month, and we are currently at this recording 5 away. Then we can start planning for bigger and better things. Well, I just want to hit 500 by the end of April. So if you guys can help me out with that, that'd be perfect. Other than that, I hope that you have a wonderful day. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.